I'm feeling high.
And Barbero lights up the sprint for the line. The winner is going to come from one of these breakaway riders. Barbero's pulling away now from Dillier. Barbero's surely won this, and he has. He lifts his arms high. Barbero wins stage 1 as he comes up for the presentation now. Carlos Barbero, stage winner, and also yellow jersey holder. Off he goes around the outside of Nibali and Bernal. Fuglsang coming on the right hand side. Can Fuglsang take it, or will Valverde hold on? Valverde holds on. Up comes Alejandro Valverde to receive his stage winner's trophy, and he will take the yellow jersey too, I would assume, because Barbero was quite far behind on the stage in the end. Hello everybody and welcome to episode 3 of Le Tour de France 2020 with Total Direct Energie. Today's stage is a sprint stage from Nice to Sisteron. Hopefully Bonifacio can challenge the other sprinters this time, as there was a breakaway win on the first sprint stage. So this is today's profile. Although it's a sprint stage, there are 7 categorized climbs. There are 2 category 2s, 3 category 3s, and 2 category 4s. So we have to be aware of Bonifacio's energy, otherwise he won't be able to sprint at the end. Before we go any further, make sure to subscribe to the channel to stay notified about this series and upcoming series in the future. Also, turn notifications on if you want to be notified every time there is a new upload. And without further ado, let's discuss what we'll do this stage. So it looks like Petit wants to finish in the first 20 of the stage and Bonifacio wants to finish in the first 15. I'm going to throw Petit in the breakaway just in case there is a breakaway win, and therefore I'll be probably the fastest sprinter in that group, and I will leave Bonifacio to sprint for the finish in the peloton.
Hello cycling fans everywhere. Despite the somewhat uneven profile at the middle of the stage, the ambition of the sprinters' teams should not be dampened. The flat closing stretch is made for them, and they'll do their all to set up a bunched finish.
So I am going to wait for someone to attack and then take their wheel and follow them. It doesn't seem like anyone wants to attack straight away, but I will stay concentrated. And there we go, it's a Sunweb rider, it's Nico Roach who's gone for on the attack. I'm going to follow in behind, hopefully I can get to him, there we go, and I'm going to work with him. I will see you at the first climb. We are 1.4 kilometers away from this first climb. I've been joined with Roach in the breakaway by Valgren, Haas, Visho and Retzer. Valgren on the front currently. I'm going to try and set a pace on the front, however my hill start isn't the best, and I'm only going in here for the finish just in case the breakaway goes all the way and not for any of the mountains points. I'm going to take the wheel of Haas as we come into the final few meters. Valgren's going to take it, or is Roach going to do it? Roach takes it ahead of Valgren. I've been dropped slightly, but I should be able to get it back on the descent. 2.5 kilometers to go until we hit the top of the second climb, and the pace has gone up drastically. Retzer has been dropped along with another rider. I cannot remember who off the top of my head, but Roach set a very high pace on the front, and now Haas is trying to attack off the front to get a bit of time to win that mountain classification. However, Roach and Valgren catch him up along with me. I'm going to sit at the back of them because I know I'm not going to be able to pass them in a sprint. I've taken all of my red gel, so that is no longer able to use, and the pace slows down slightly, but Roach now kicks along with Visho and Valgren. Haas following at fourth wheel. Who's going to take it? I think Valgren is at the front. We will find out as we cross the line. I've been completely distanced, but I'm not quite the group of Retzer behind. it's going to be Roach that takes it again from Valgren, who takes 3 points. Visho takes 2 and Haas takes 1, and I'm going to come across the line in 5th. But I've got a lot of riding to do to catch them at the end of this descent. I've got 30 seconds to make up, and I will see you at the 3rd climb. 1.4 kilometers to go until the top of this next climb, and I've just realised that that Retzer group, which has now joined back up to us, had both Retzer and Slagda from B&B Hotels, and that means that there are 3 of those riders in the breakaway of only 7. So there they are at the back there in the light blue, all 3 of them. But we're going towards the line now, and I'm going to try and hang on to the back of this group. I don't know who's going to take it. It looks like Roach is the favourite once again, but no, Haas is leading. Valgren coming on the outside. Valgren takes it from Haas. So Valgren takes the 2 points and Haas with the 1. For the first time, I haven't been dropped on the climb. Neither has anyone else. And I'm going to try and increase the tempo a bit by pushing on the front. 1.3 kilometers to go till the summit then. As we go past the 1 kilometer mark, I'm going to launch the sprint early because it's a flat section and see if I can draw out any of the group I have. It's Roach and he's just flown past me. I don't think I can keep up with him up the climb, and the rest of the group is here, but I'm pleased that I could keep up with the rest of that group, and that was mainly because of that attack on the flat section. So Roach ends up taking that climb and the 1 point that goes with it for the mountain standings. I will see you at the next climb. 2.1 kilometers to go then until the next climb, and we've just finished the descent now. I tried to pull away on the descent, but it wasn't steep enough for me to really do anything. Roach is on the front setting a fast pace at the moment, and it's the 3 B&B Hotels riders at the back. Along with me, I've been blocked off slightly there by Visho, and that means that I've got to sprint a little bit. I think it was Slagda actually that blocked me off. But I have to sprint a bit to catch up with them, and they're off now, so I've got to stick to the back of them as best I can. I've got no red gel left, so that might be a problem on this climb. And off they go now. I think I'm going to get dropped. We'll see what happens. Higita's just crashed for EF, and Matthews has gone down with them. That could be interesting for the end of the stage, but Valgren takes the point up the climb. And I'm going to come across the line quite far back and with a lot of time to make up on the descent. Okay, so there may be a few questions. First one is, why is the screen black and white? Second one is, oh, you've blown up, that's why it's black and white. Why have you blown up despite having all of your gel left? I understand. I completely forgot to use it. I'm a bit of an idiot, gotta be honest. But I'm taking it now, and I've been dropped from everyone. It's a category 2 climb as well, so they're probably going to pull away. However, I'm going to try my best to try and attack back up to the group. I don't think it's going to work before they start sprinting for the mountain points. However, it's worth a go. I take all of my red gel and I'll start sprinting again. But it's not going to work, and because of my own error, I now might not have a chance in the breakaway, and I've blown up again because I've not been watching but I've been commentating, so it might be curtains now. 2.3 kilometers to go until the intermediate sprint. I've switched to Bonifazio. If anyone was wondering who won that mountain sprint earlier, it was Visho that took it. Valgren, I think, was second, but here we go now as we approach the 1 kilometer to go mark, and I'm going to start the sprint now, and I'm away from the group, but Groenewegen is on my tail, so I'm going to pull out further to the right, possibly getting behind Groenewegen for the finish. It's a 5-way battle for the sprint here, and it's going to be on the bike throw, and there it is. Ewan takes it from Groenewegen, Gaviria, Trentin, and we finish bottom of that first pack, but 11th in the sprint rankings, and we take 5 points for the green jersey, which isn't too bad. Considering how low rated Bonifazio is compared to the other sprinters. So with 4.6 kilometers to go, we're going to switch to Postcom Taylorson, who's going to take you through this final section. So here we go then, there's an attack off the front and it is a Direct Energy rider. It's Bonifacio that's gone for it, which is interesting because we thought he'd be in there for the sprint. Maybe there's been some team orders that have gone on there, but Bonifacio is off the front now and setting a pretty high pace. Can he make it all the way to the line though? We will find out soon. The peloton has now started pacing much harder than it was before behind. Bonifacio looks out of energy, and I think he is, and the peloton swallow him up. So we are now with the actual leader on the road, Michael Valgren, going under the 1 kilometre to go banner. Can he do it, or will he get swamped by the peloton? It's going to be extremely tight, that's all I'm going to say. Here come the peloton now. Can Valgren launch his sprint? Off he goes. He's going to get beaten to the line. Groenewegen goes all the way past him. Terpstra's there as well in P2. Oh, and he's been done on the line, but Groenewegen wins it. Followed by, I think, who was that? Was that the Bahrain Merida rider or was it CCC? I couldn't tell. And then came Terpstra with a great sprint to finish third for Direct Energie. But all we really know at the moment is that Dylan Groenewegen was the clear winner of that stage. It was actually a Bahrain McLaren rider. It was Cabrelli, second place. And I'm still shocked at the Nicky Terpstra third place. Even post-com, I did not realise I would do that well. Yeah, speechless. What you are seeing on your screen right now is a group that includes Andre Greipel and Fabio Jakobsen, finishing a full 12 minutes and 9 seconds behind Groenewegen. They just about stay inside the time limit in the end, so can continue with their tour, but my word, it was close. So up comes Groenewegen onto the podium to celebrate that victory he got in the stage today. It was a close-ish sprint until he got going, and then Cabrelli coming through on the left-hand side made it slightly closer, but he had it pretty much all the way once he'd passed Terpstra. Valverde stays in the yellow jersey as expected, as it's a sprint stage, as he finished around the same time with the sprinters. I think it was a fairly respectable top 10 in the end for Valverde. And Groenewegen is the new green jersey. Barbero had it for a while, but his run is over now, and it's finally an actual sprinter that takes the green jersey, which is a thing you like to see. It's realism. But I did enjoy having Barbero in the green jersey as well. The polka dot jersey stays with Tish Benoot after that mountain stage, and the young riders jersey also stays with Egan Bernal.
I wasn't expecting anything from this stage, and you bring home a podium place? Well done to you all!
Even the team manager's happy with that result. That's how good it was. So here are your results then. Dylan Groenewegen wins the stage, followed by Sonny Cabrelli of Bahrain Merida. Terpstra in third for us, I still can't believe that. And Valgren denied a win from the breakaway, but finishing a respectable fourth place for NTT. All of the Direct Energie riders finished with the rest of the peloton, which is a thing you love to see. There also is confirmation that the yellow jersey standings stay as they were from the previous stage. Benoot stays at the top of the climber standings with Kalmajan still in second. Groenewegen is now 6 points ahead of Barbero, with Dillier still up there in third in the points classification. After the third place, Terpstra is up to 17th and Bonifacio, our actual sprinter, is in 13th. Egan Bernal still leads the young rider classification ahead of Ivana Pol. And in the team classification, Ineos still lead that. Looking at the next stage, our recovery isn't great, but that's what you expect from a wildcard team. Stage 4 firstly looks like a sprint stage as it weaves in between the mountains, but the climb up to that place will change the GC for the rest of the tour, I think. Whoever wins up there probably will win the tour. I hope you can join me for that stage, and I also hope you enjoyed watching this as much as I did making it. Please remember to leave a like if you enjoyed and subscribe to the channel to stay updated with what's going on. I will see you in the next stage. Remember, stay safe, enjoy yourselves, and goodbye.